Hello everybody and welcome back to the eFones YouTube account. Now I know we've been relatively quiet as of late, but in 2026 we are stepping up the content and we're going to be bringing you all sorts of videos on our wide range of products for you. But if you are thinking of jetting off, getting away, getting some brighter weather, or you're eyeing up going somewhere out and about remotely in the future, I have got two brilliant ZTE broadband devices that may well suit you for your travels. Introducing the U10S Pro and the U30 Air. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you about both routers, show you the features, and hopefully then that will make your mind up as to which one that you would like to grab. I'm also going to be writing a blog about this on the eFones website, and that will be provided in the description once ready. In the meantime though, let's just crack on and show you about these routers. So let's start with the first one, the U10S Pro. Now I've actually made a specific video on this product on our YouTube account previously, so if you want a very long form, in-depth analysis of this exact router, then that video is provided on our account. However, let me talk to you about this and tell you some of its features. So to kick things off, let's start with the ZTE U10S Pro. Now I've actually done a video on this specific router on a previous video on the account in the past. So if you want a longer form description and analysis of it, feel free to check out that video. But don't worry, I've got you sorted on this video and we're gonna just go through the features for you. So first things first, let's just do an unboxing of this and give you an idea of what you'll be looking at when you unbox it. Of course, you get your starter guides. This is the U10S Pro. Now, first impressions, this is a slim, handheld, very portable router. Of course, it's got a round digital display as well. What that will do is, once we turn it on, you'll see that will give you all your icons that you need, but this is ultra slim. I don't know if it does it justice by watching it on the video, but this will fit in your back pocket. You know what? I think it would fit in your front pocket. So if you are out and about on the go, you can pop this in your rucksack, etc. Size-wise, it's really sleek and portable that you can fit anywhere. Just to obviously clear up the obvious, it's not the 5th of October 2000 as of recording. That's just the default time. Of course, you can adjust everything in the settings. It's not touch screen, but you touch this button here, and what that's going to do is therefore run you through all of the settings. Once you insert the SIM card, you'll get an accurate reading there, which we'll do in just a moment. It'll give you your download and upload speeds. And then, of course, if you scan the QR code, you can instantly connect to Wi-Fi, which is nice and clear to your device. This is, of course, the username and the password to connect manually. And there is what takes you to the settings. You get all of your options there. You get your battery, you get your connection data connection, all of your details are provided on this rounded display. That's going to make it nice and easy to use. It's going to have everything packaged in one place and it's going to make everything nice and straightforward. So firstly, in terms of connectivity, the U10S Pro supports 4G. It also supports global roaming support. So of course, on the subject of travel, you can rest assured that this will be compatible from any network, any country. You can take this anywhere you like around the world and it is going to work. And in fact, this also supports Wi-Fi 6. So at its top capacity, you're going to get ultra-fast 4G speeds of up to 229 megabits per second. So if you're looking for quick delivery, at its peak, you're going to be getting some very fast speeds with this. What's more, in terms of connectability, this is a multifaceted device. In fact, if you want to connect this to a multitude of devices, or you're going on a holiday or traveling with a wide group of people, this router can connect up to 32 devices at once, meaning that, of course, it's compatible among many different devices. You can connect your phone, your laptop, your tablet, somebody else's stuff as well. All of those devices can connect onto this and it goes up to 32 devices. So in regards to a lot of connectivity, this is really strong on that regard. What's more, when it comes to traveling, if you're out and about all day, you can rest assured that this router is going to not let you down at all. This comes with a 3000 milliamp battery, but what that means is you can get up to 10 hours of use with the U10S Pro. So if you're out for the day and you're going traveling somewhere, this will keep you connected throughout that whole day on just one full charge. A little bit later on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to install your SIM card into this device, and then what's more, I will also run a speed test on the U10S so you can see just how well it performs. However, in the meantime, let's just introduce the U30 Air and tell you about that. So here it is. This is the ZTE U30 Air. 5G device, so that's the first comparison. However, let's dive into this box and tell you a little bit more. Here it is. So what I'm going to do another unboxing just to show you what you'll receive. Difference in design straight away, whereas the U10S had a round design. This one right here is a bit more rectangular. In fact, it is rectangular. It's got a pretty sleek, exquisite design, this. Different material to it as well. It's also taller, but now let's just go through some of the specifics about the device. Now, the battery is not pre-installed. You will find the battery in this sleeve in the box, and then of course, all you need to do is attach the battery and then it will turn on. Boom. So as you can see, it differs from the U10S because the display isn't as big. It's a less digital display, so to speak, but you're still going to get all your icons on there: battery, connectivity, Wi-Fi, and you can flick between the two. But that is a noticeable difference. If you want a bit more display, if you want a bit more accessibility, the U10S has a bigger screen. However, let's compare the two. But as well as that, what this does, it runs on dual band, so it supports both the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz frequencies, meaning that you get the option of 2 different distributed frequencies, meaning that, of course, you have extra flexibility on what you use. Additionally as well, guys, just like the U10S, this is compatible across many frequency bands worldwide, so of course you're going to get global use on this, but it's also the performance of the U30 Air that I think makes a serious difference, because this can support speeds of up to 867 megabits per second, meaning that compared to that U10S one, which supported in the mid 250s, you're going to be able to get a far faster potential speed on the U30. So if it's ultra fast you want on this, it's ultra fast you're going to get. Now, with that added power comes more strain on the device. So although the U30 Pro supports an extra battery, which is 4,500, just like with the U10S, it gives you 10 hours of maximum use. So yes, you get faster speeds and more powerful usage, but because of that, you're going to get the same amount of use. But 10 hours on one full cycle is still more than enough if you're working on the job, or as we've been describing, going on holiday and going traveling for the day. You're still going to be able to get pretty much a whole daytime's usage on one full charge out of these. But here's the thing, whereas the U10S supported up to 32 devices at once, the U30 Air supports 10. That's still quite a lot of devices that you can connect. Of course, if you're traveling in a smaller group or you've got a few devices yourself, you're still going to have space most likely at any one time. However, of course, if you're looking to connect a multitude of devices when you're out and about, 10 devices on this, upwards of 30 on the U10S, that might be a decision to make. However, the U30 Air is a more technical device, as distributed by the fact that this is NFC compatible, which means that instead of having to manually enter a password or scan a code like the U10, this supports one touch to enter internet, so it supports that NFC, making it a more technical device than that U10 Pro. However, the U30 Air is a more technical product. For example, this supports NFC compatibility. So unlike with the U10S Pro, whereby you're having to either manually enter your password or scan a QR code, with the U30 Air, it supports one touch, one tap to get straight into the internet, making it quicker, more accessible, and therefore a more technical device. So this is the U10S Pro. You'll see that there is a bit of a slot there. That's how you open the back. Then you're greeted with the battery. You remove the battery out the back like so, and your SIM card tray is right here. So of course, unlocked to all networks, any SIM will do. This is a 3 SIM compatible with all networks, and all you got to do then is simply slot into the tray. I'm, as you know, very unpractical, so of course I make even the easy look very complicated, but you can tell how easy it was because I just slide it in just like that. That it is, and then what you got to do is of course align the battery correctly to the back of the router. And then, as I say, right, what's actually really cool about this, you get the arrow on there and you get the arrow there. So what that does is obviously guide you on where to put it in the right size. Plug it in, then you're good, you're connected and you're ready to go. And now let's move on to the U30 Air. Once again, you have a little slot there to open. Now this one takes a little bit more of a opening, a little bit more force, but obviously not too much. Battery's there, so with that, once again, you've got that little slot there. Remove it like so. Once again, a little bit harder to open, being completely honest with you. And then where is the SIM slot? Where is it? Oh, it's there. That took me by surprise, that. So the SIM slot's there, so that's a bit different. I've got another 3 SIM, and just as we've been saying with the other ones, very straightforward to slot in. Just insert, connect, and then once again, same format with the battery. Just install the battery back in place. And then once again, the arrow system works a charm again on the U30, so you've got the arrow there and that arrow there. So that shows me that that's how you add it back on. Click it back into place. Nearly done. There you are. And good to go on both routers. So those are the two devices and the information. We've also done a speed test of both of the devices so we can put them to the test and how they perform in our personal environment. And in fact, it's a good time to introduce our first blog on the eFones website, where the results of the speed test is going to be detailed on my first blog, as well as a bit more info as well about the two devices. So if you want to read that, the link is in the description of the video and you will be able to see just how the two devices fared. And what is my personal opinion about these two devices now that we're comparing them? Now guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you here as always. We've advertised this video for travel, maybe for holidays. If I was going on holiday right now and I had to choose between the two, I would be going for the U30 Air. The reason being, first of all, that this is a 5G device, whereas the U10S is a 4G. As well as that, having the U30 Air with having the 867 megabits of speed, for me, makes the difference, because partnering that with a good solid 5G SIM, you're going to be getting maximum speeds on this. Whereas the 4G version of the U10S Pro is a very smart device, but the speeds and the 5G compatibility wins it for me with this router. Additionally as well, the easier connection that you got on the U30 Air in regards to its NFC connection, for me, when we were doing the speed tests, made just that little bit of difference too. However, if you're going on a trip with a large number of people, or just a group of people who have multiple devices when you're out and about, then the U10S Pro is the one to go for, because the fact that you can connect up to 32 devices at once trumps the U30, whereby it's only 10. So that could make a big difference. Additionally as well, the digital screen on the U10S Pro, I personally found just that little bit better in terms of visibility, whereas you don't get that digital screen on the U30. So if it's improved visibility that you're after, and you're happy to contend with just 4G, 229 gigs is still a very, very good thing, 229 megabits, and the digital screen on the U10S I did find better. However, guys, both of them would make absolutely fantastic sense to take with you if you're going on a holiday. They're both portable, they'll both fit in any rucksack or bag, and they are both available to purchase from their website. So if you want to have a little look at either of them, we'll have the website ready with all of the product links and descriptions. Either one would make a very good router for when you are going on holiday. So other than that, guys, we've got so much more content lined up on this channel, in fact. So if there's any requests that you're looking for in terms of videos that you want to see on the channel, please use that comment section. And as well, share your thoughts if you were to decide between the two. Which one would you go for? Additionally as well, guys, as I've mentioned, there's so much more content to come on this channel throughout 2026. I can't wait to start doing lots more videos. So if you subscribe to the account, we've got lots planned and I'm looking forward to you guys watching it. Until then though, this has been eFones. As I've said, we've got a blog ready for these two devices as well if you tap on the website. Until then though, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and we will see you again very soon.